Zipin of Asta winning for now, but the salty run back is definitely still possible for Europe against North America. Gonna have to potentially bring out something a little bit more fearsome against Fusion University, but Lowkey Esports, they're also gonna bring out something fierce. Right now, of course, they're hovering over their picks in spawn, but they are attacking, so it's all down to change. Meanwhile, on the side of Angry Titans, let's have a look at this. It's the EU Special Jaws. We've got ourselves a Tor, we've got ourselves a Bastion, the High Horse Bunker.
It's the EU Solar Key. It's exactly what I see every single day. Sometimes it's the best, sometimes it's the worst. Sometimes you get full hold, sometimes the enemy cap, and you have 7 minutes remaining. Shout
out to Engineer if he's in the chat. The premium Torbjorn from EU. Have to see if Lowkey will be able to deal with what's coming through here. Liko's got a nice angle here, doing a lot of damage onto that shield where he cannot necessarily be suppressed. It's Lolsish who has to try and move out there to try and do such, but Emil now going to take some damage. Honorato also getting good angles here. Some great angle play from Lowkey all in all.
Oh wow, he's going super low. Emil is going to have to go out rather quickly.
Burn the Immortality field.
Yeah, dropping the Immortality field. That's a big cooldown now wasted. Lowkey, this is their time to strike.
Honorato, of course, wants to build up their Dragon Strike so that he can completely deposition Emil so long as that Immortality field isn't available.
Oh, Liko, long range. Right click, easy clap for Erky. However, does get rezzed, of course. Mercy is on the field. Oh, can't rest that though. Spectral's going to go down. Marie's finding the easy melee kill. And with Spectral falling, his turret's super vulnerable as well. He's not going to be able to reposition that one. Erky's still holding firm though on the point.
So Erky here is the primary contester, and he's going to be dealing
with
no. comes in.
Oh no! Erky's going to be the primary contester. Farsi didn't actually see him at all. Instantly frozen, instantly killed off. Lowkey still going to have to attack once again. Honorado, get out of there! Yes, he goes down. A-Fox still manages to get the kill.
Lolsish is down though. This means that no primary shield will be available for Emil. Angry Titans will have to completely reposition here. There's no resurrection, and Lolsish goes over now onto the Winston. Spectral may try to catch out someone as they come through here. Honorato's going to be in his face.
Oh no, this is not what you want to see. Even Spectral, if he gets this kill, the 1v1. Oh, he got him. I was so close. The melee cancel with the recall. Let's finish off Ole. Barrage is available from Liko. The Dragons is going to come through as well as that Blizzard to clear everybody off the point. Erky's still holding firm. Only a tick has been claimed, and now Pizza Lover falling down here. This might be a bit of an issue, although I say that as Liko just destroys the front line. Erky and Lolsish falling. Now it is the rest of Lowkey trying to get back onto this point, kill the rest of AT, and secure.
Nice disengagement there from Lowkey, of course, as they got battered back by that Blizzard. I have to see if Liko wants to swap right here, and it's worth noting as well that Liko playing the Farah now. It was Ole who played it on the successful first point attack on King's Row. There's a lot of multifaceted talent here on Lowkey. They've got a lot of variability in the compositions they can run, and it looks like they may have a couple of swap-ups here just to try and catch Angry Titans by surprise. Honorato moving over onto the Diva.
EMP is available for Maurice. He's trying to spot someone out. There you go. He knows where Fat is now. Fat's on that high ground roof, of course, using the crouch, and then you've got the jumping boots. Can't remember the exact name, but he jumps really high, basically, is what I'm trying to say, and then throws the Immortality field. He can throw it straight over to Lolsish if he gets in trouble.
Spectral dueling with Maurice, but the second Maurice sees him pop that overload, he's right out of there. Stealths up, and now he's got his eyes on the support. He's going to try and assassinate A-Fox right here.
Although the grenade is going to save for the time being. Plus, you can see Fat healing him from the sidelines as well. They still managed to find the kill onto Liko. EMP's going to come through regardless. Emil's so vulnerable now, but Pizza Lover's already going to go down. Wasted the res anyway, so at least he got one person up. Erky's nano boosted on the main, moving forward. No one can stop him now, and even Spectral actually coming out of spawn. Able to kill off a couple of people. Unsuccessful attack for Lowkey, although they have quite a bit of time remaining.
Nanome is rather interesting. Frozen 2 turning out a lot more brutal than a lot of storyboarders were imagining. Lolsish now on the Orisa does have the opportunity to defend Spectral and his turret quite well, but of course they no longer have a... Oh no, there they do. Emil swapped over from the Diva onto the Bastion, and potentially they may use a Mabel here to get themselves up onto the high ground, because they do have that option with Erky on the May. Fat also has the amplification matrix, and we say it a lot, 900 DPS can roll out of that Sentry mode Bastion if he's got one of those amplification matrices in front of him. You could also even put it in front of a Torbjorn turret, and that would be incredibly difficult to deal with if you are Lowkey Esports. So right now are trying to figure out how they want to deal with this, Jaws. They've had a couple of swap-ups. It's going to be Liko going on to that Genji, which I think is going to be the golden ticket for themselves.
They've used about a minute worth of time, though. I mean, that's the only issue right now. They made a couple of swappers, like you said, and now down to about 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And Erky's got that Blizzard. That can really just be one team fight over and done with. he manages to catch one of the healers that are just so immobile, like Ole, for example, on the Ana.
Yeah, you just bully Ole with that. You just stick it right on Ole. Honorato, though, can get an easy eat on that one if Erky's a little bit too telegraphed in his casting. And Erky, without any damage drop-off, can do a lot of sniping here, too.
Oh, the Mortal Core's coming out as well. Get the hammer kill, yes!
Oh,
He got it. Here we go. Spectral, the melee hero. Hammer kill into Maurice. That's going in the highlight reel.
That's a hammer kill on an international land, ladies and gentlemen. Spectral putting on a show for the folks at home. And like I said, Fat actually used Amplification Matrix in front of Spectral and his turret, which meant the turret was doing twice as much damage as usual. Emil's going to be up there joining that turret. But actually, Spectral's going to move it. They want to have multiple angles of fire coming in.
Nice little jump from Fasti. Genji's going to come in there as well, but look, Immortality Field instantly out. You have to burn through that before you can do all of anything. Nice sleep by Ole, actually. Does manage to find Erky. He's going to get boot back. No one finishing him off just yet. Honorato and Liko going down. It's pretty disastrous for Lowkey, so they're going to have to go once again. 2 minutes now remains.
3 minutes of Lowkey's time bank have been burned away, leaving them with the two. Lolsish may decide to move up here with Emil. There is going to be the wall available, potentially. Erky going to be doing that. Come on, lift him up. Take me away, Erky. There it is. Taking a couple of those shurikens beforehand takes away 100 of his health, and of course pushes Liko ever closer towards that Nano Blade, which is available. And there's not really a defensive ultimate to deal with that from Angry Titans unless we sort of like cluster up in a blizzard. Immortality Field could be a pain though. What in the world is this?
Please, he's gonna die. I think he maybe tripped, I don't know, slid out of it. Not really where you want to be, although the respawn is fairly fast, and he's going to come out of spawn ever so slow.
On the Widowmaker. Surprised he didn't go for a Brigitte here to try and deal with.
They're setting up for that Nano Blade. Blade's going to come in and go straight on top. Fox is going to go down instantly. Liko trying to look for a reset. Tries to find, look, instantly, Immortality Field goes out. He does manage to kill it, but not before Emil can kill two of his allies. Fasty's going to survive long in that Primal Rage, but that was really it. That was the Nano Blade. You got one kill. Immortality Field came out, and you have to slice through that. It burns so much of that valuable time on the Dragon Blade, and AT still managing to hold without letting Lowkey get a tick.
Excellent play there. Fat and AFox making sure they split apart, which meant that if Fat was going to be the primary target, he could put down that Immortality Field. There was time potentially to get more of a counter, and if AFox was gone for first, but Fat could make sure that Liko didn't really have the optimal sort of rotation as a Genji. Liko now moving over onto the Zaya, wants a little bit more of that consistent DPS over the Genji. Ole on the Moira, that's a lot of healing available now for Lowkey, but they're going to have to go
nice
on to the
DMP. 3 people are going to get inflicted. Going to try and chase after Emil, but he's still alive somehow. He actually got Nano throughout half of it. Lowkey's just going to fall, though. That's a really good start for Lowkey, but Fasty's going to get traded. Honorato with the bomb. Kills off Emil. This is Lowkey's chance. This is their time to gain some points on the... gain some ticks on the point.
Right now, it looks a little bit toothless from Angry Titans. We can't really find anyone to kill. Erky's down here. He's got the Blizzard.
They also need to touch. 5 seconds remaining. Honorato finds the onto Erky's Blizzard. Perfect stop, and then on the point. Get on the point. So close. Peter Lover manages to touch it in the end. Erky ends up going down to the Coalescence, but it gives AT a chance to respawn.
And there it is, the turret plinking away, but still, presence on the point here for Lowkey Esports. They're building up towards that Graviton Surge. Liko almost has it. They need to kill him.
He's so close to going down. He gets anti-dated with a perfect beat's going to save him. Emil jumps in, gets instantly grabbed. Maurice now on the Doomfist to try and cause some additional havoc. He ends up finding 1 kill, but Erky comes out and finds 2. He's going to jump on the point, but it's only him left. He's going to get taken out so fast. Lowkey finding the kill, and Lowkey don't even get a tick on seconds. Angry Titans holding firm.
How do you not get a tick there, Jaws? They just don't know. They were stuck down there for so long, and Honorato was carrying his team so well. He got a lot of brawling damage. He got the eat onto the Blizzard, and of course, we have Anna cheering on Brazil. I guess
We're going to cheer a little bit harder.
I guess someone has to.
Because AT right now, they're only 1 point away, and 33% of actually just claiming the series and claiming their first series here at the Atlantic Showdown.
Exactly that. That would also keep them safe from losing a gauntlet spot for the European region, Jaws. But right now, Lowkey, Honorato, not only did he eat the Blizzard in that fight, he also ate a bullet grenade coming out from AFox. He was checking all of his threats from Angry Titans so well, but unfortunately, there just wasn't enough damage there for Lowkey. Liko was saved by a fantastically timed sound barrier. He must have had sub 10 HP left when that beat finally hit the floor. Angry Titans, though, resolute in their defense. Lowkey's here. They need to play for the win or for the draw, of course. It's a 1st-to-3 series. So if we draw, all sins are forgiven. We go on to our 4th map. No one gets any points. But Angry Titans, they need to cap 33% of the 2nd point if they want to bring themselves through to the next round of the lower bracket.
All rests on Lowkey's shoulders, keeping themselves in the competition, of course. Angry Titans, though, winning on their home ground, that's going to give them a massive morale and just mental boost as well. They already have the crowd behind them. They're going to roll out the gates in a couple of seconds. Lowkey for the defense. They're going bunker once more. We'll see if Maurice can just take over the game.
Yeah, Fasty's going to become rather slowy, of course, on that Orisa. Not much mobility to be had. They've actually changed a different angle compared to what Angry Titans played. Angry Titans are playing close to where Honorato is, whereas it looks like Lowkey wants to have a more direct line here, so they do have a better chance of getting fire onto Urki, but it also means they're far more easy to fire upon through multiple sort of like gaps in the cover.
He's got to be careful he doesn't get halted. You can see a halt just there above him. Doesn't get caught out. Someone was capping the point. Spectral as well as AFOX just making sure every angle is checked on that double sniper. Emil's going to be able to skirt around, so just pressure out people from that point. I mean, really, it's just an old building game for AT at this current moment.
First stick has been acquired as well. They need to get Honorato back on there.
Oh my god!
Primary contester.
Spectral just found the kill onto Liko in mid-air, and Lotus actually putting himself on the point, securing another tick. Liko's going to get back up thanks to the Mercy res, but Honorato's left all alone on the point to defend against 2 people. Lotus ends up going down with a big rotation from Maurice, but Liko again is dead. They're all going down so quickly. Lowkey, they're losing this one, Harry. It's slipping out of their hands. Angry Titans are forcing their way onto the point. Lowkey have to go for the draw here on second.
They've got to play for that draw. Jaws, Angry Titans now in a commanding position to win this series, save their gauntlet spot for Europe, and of course move forward in our competition for not only another gauntlet spot, but a fat stack of prize money and pride as well. Incoming is the Dragon Strike. Moving on to the point are Angry Titans.
It's going to split everybody up. Someone's going to have to touch. The barrage is going to come out. Urki finds one and himself, but Equal finds another one. Urki's going to get res by Fats. Someone from Lowkey can continue to touch the point. It's building up. AT,
they got
looking like they're going to win. Yes! 3-0. AT with a clean victory by not only their first map win, but first series win here at the Atlantic Showdown.
You can see the elation on their faces. AT are back, baby. Did not seem yesterday like they were going to be so dominant after what was domination, of course, by Fusion University, but they are back in the game. It looks like they may have fixed whatever problems occurred yesterday. They managed to figure their way around that Sombra play. Like Radio Boy said in his interview, they were playing their own game instead of trying out something a little bit new, a little bit experimental that I thought might catch people off guard. Instead, what's going to catch people off guard is just the ferocity with which Angry Titans play their game.
And that's what the home crowd wanted to see as well. AT becoming victorious. They continue their streak down in the lower brackets. Fortunately, we have to say farewell to Lowkey for the time. Sure, we'll see a lot of those players around here yet again. They were 2 championship-winning squads over in Brazil. LFT and BGH just coming together and forming the ultimate Brazilian squad. Those names are going to be around for a long time.
Yeah, if you want to be seeing those names, of course, you can tune into the next season of Contenders for South America. And of course, it's likely they will play for Brazil in the World Cup as well, as many of them have previously. But unfortunately, will not be attending the Gauntlet. No team from South America will be, as the Gauntlet spot has just been seeded via this particular loss. And it does mean that Europe is going to have at least one. The second one can still be lost, though, in the next match of British Hurricane versus Atlanta Academy.
Yeah, that it can. British Hurricane again trying to find their first win here.
They've already had one.
Atlanta.
They beat Lowkey.
Yes. Oh, sorry, yes. They beat Lowkey already, but still want to continue that, is what I meant.
They want to bring it on back, because the match versus Envy was incredibly close. It was the only non-3-0 that we had, and it was just a nail-biter of a clash between EU and NA, and they definitely want to go back. They want to get their revenge.
Yeah. Not only that, I mean, you got Atlanta, who had really close series. Despite the scoreline, actually had a really close series versus Fusion University, who are seen as one of the top teams here currently. I think we got someone on the floor, though. We're going to jump over to Anna with an interview.
Yeah, and I'm here with AFOX from Angry Titans. Can you show him some love? Yeah. Angry Titans just won against Lowkey, and you know how I feel really sad because now South America won't have a spot on the gauntlet, but you just secured your own spot for Europe. And AFox, Radio Boy especially talked here to me about how you felt yesterday, and I want to know from you, do you feel like you played much more today than you did yesterday?
Yeah, I feel like yesterday we kind of choked. Today we're coming back in the groove. Like, we had a bad day. I feel like when we're going to have a good day, none of these teams can contest us. It's just a bad day. It happens. Happens to every team. So yeah.
So do you feel good even though you're on the lower bracket? Do you feel like you can win?
Oh, hell yeah. Definitely.
Good, good. And now a personal question like for myself. Is Bastion and Torbjorn the new meta?
Hopefully not, but maybe. I don't want it to be meta.
You don't? What would you like to be meta then?
Goats. Just go goats.
Okay, thank you, AFox. Let's go back to the casters.